While deep in their hearts, most women desire to be treated with dignity and respect by the men that surround them, it seems the narrative of culture has been conveying a different message, and quite loudly and consistently, so that many young women have become their own worst enemy, adopting a view of themselves and not keeping with the grand truth of who they are under God.
I don't know where it started. Neither of us are experts. Let's just set the record straight. We're fumbling through this whole journey as young men in the first place. We were very fortunate to grow up in a loving home with two parents who've been married for 40 odd years, who've been faithful to each other, 2 of 7 kids, and we had great models for us.
We don't really value purity anymore because we don't see it anywhere. We don't really have any role models to go towards.
The domino effect started, I believe, with pop culture.
So I feel like because of the way the media portrays guys, some girls feel like the only way to make a guy truly like them is to have sex with them. After that happens, usually a lot of girls feel let down or left behind because they want a deeper relationship doesn't work out in the end.
The whole idea of hooking up or like friends with benefits is just completely flawed. There's nothing special that just you two can share because you've already, done everything with different guys.
Women grasping that men are looking for certain aspects, and when they're not finding them, there's a certain disinterest.
The biggest way that girls are doing this is by posting pictures of themselves on Instagram or Twitter and in scandalous clothing, and they're basically advertising themselves as somebody who wants to get with a guy.
If there was a blame game, I think it started with us as men. I think men started saying, we want, a bit more sexual sort of, let's open the door to sexual revolution and this freedom. And then women go, okay, well, what we want is protection and safety and love and consistency. But if that's a way to get there, if that's a bridge I have to cross, I'll give you that.
I think as girls, we kind of compete in how we dress. It's kind of a dumb thing.
That I don't understand about guys to the point where they don't know how to draw the line.
We're still in the battle. We're still in the war. But let's have a chat about how we can shift the conversation back to what it should have always been at the beginning, if you will.
I see you dressed in white, and every wrong way to right, and I see you rose in bloom at the sight of you.
Men are to blame because we don't lead the way.
Personally, I think it's really awesome when guys should just be the leader and do those things for you.
We have forgotten sometimes our true identity, and we're people that think as long as if I'm happy, as long as if I feel good, that I don't need to worry about years down the road. And the truth is, you do need to worry about years down the road.
Full availability to the body of a woman should be bought by the commitment of marriage.
I think it's God's plan to wait because we're all too valuable.
You need to think about the consequences. You need to think about the decisions that you're making when you're 11, when you're 12, when you're in high school. Because let me tell you, those things can come back for good and bad. The decisions that you make that are good decisions early on, that breeds fruit. And the ones that, the negative decisions that you make, there's going to be some damage years later that comes up from that.
To you ladies here this evening, young and old, girls, don't let any men disrespect you in relationships. Don't ever settle for second best.
This is a daily struggle for me. This is a daily struggle for Luke. This is every man's battle.
We believe that this film is so important because when I look down at the breakdown in society, it starts with the family. And who are the leaders of families? It's us as men.
You've been taught to talk and dress and act like you're cheap at Kelly. We think, no, we believe that there's a God that knows exactly what you're worth.
You are priceless.
For a woman to be treated as a princess under God, she must see herself as one and act the part in her appearance, behavior, and what she demands of any guy who would seek her. Most little girls practice for years pretending to be that princess, and our hope is that the time is upon us where women will reclaim what they once saw themselves as.
Don't miss our movie Priceless, the gritty love story drama of one man's journey to chivalry and the woman who changed his life forever.
Oh, so